First of all, here are some instructions. So this is what we're going to be doing. How to make a light up hat. So there's a sheet of instructions. Oh, it's got two sides, so there's loads to do, so it should be fun. One large sheet of white card. I was going to say check. It's not check, it's white. Oh, that is large. Sticky pads. They're small but mighty. What's next? 1 times battery lights. Look, oh, I've used these before, they're fantastic. Wait till you see these all lit up on your hat. Finally, haha, shiny stuff for decorating. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, tissue paper. Oh, what am I going to do with that? Oh, look at those fiery colours. Oh, I might be inspired by the colours. Now, I was just going to start following the instructions, and then I realised that it would be useful to have some scissors, some sellotape or any sort of tape, and a stapler. It's actually quite easy to cut this. I thought it was going to be quite difficult because it's thick, but it's quite easy. And don't worry if the strips aren't exactly straight. Have you got a concentrating face? Most people have. Make a headband to fit you using 1 strip of card fixed with staples or tape. Okay, so this is good if you've got a friend. Get them to help you, especially if it's someone you trust not to staple this actually to your head. We can make a few adjustments later. It's better if it's slightly big rather than slightly small, because as you start to attach things to this, it will naturally become smaller. Piece of advice when you're stapling: you know, staples have a round end and a pointy end. Always make sure when you're stapling something to do with a hat or a mask that you make sure the pointy ends stick out. There we go. Charming. Hang on, what have I got to do next? Similar. Attach a piece of card over the top to stop the band sliding down. Fix it with staples or tape. So, you use one of these bits of card just to make sure it can't slip down too far. This can also be useful to attach other things to as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the doubled part, you see there where I've already got the staples in, I'm going to put that at the back so that I'm not trying to fasten too many pieces of card together. Attach one end. I'm going to pull that there. Make sure it all fits in the right place. This is the basis for lots of different things. Can you imagine you could put a mask on the front of this? And then you could attach lots of things to make hair. You could make a big headdress. So you could fasten things on the back and make a big headdress. There's so many things once you've got this basic. The other thing you can do is put a strip to go front to back as well, and that makes it really secure. Cut the remaining piece of card along one long edge to give it a shaped top. If you want, you could draw your shape onto here. I would suggest drawing it onto the brown side because that will be on the inside, so people won't be able to see your lines. Don't cut all the way to the bottom because remember you're going to be stapling this onto there. I think I'm going to do leaves. Oh no, flames! Flames, that's what I was going to do. I was inspired by the colours of the tissue paper I got. I wonder if everybody else has got different colours. If I get down there, rather than trying to turn my scissors round and cut back again, which always ends in disaster, I go from the top and do a nice clean line, and then meet up with that point there. See? So much easier. We might be able to use some of these leftover bits actually, because they've left behind quite a nice shape. So you could actually have double flameage. Oh, there we go. Ta-da! They got a bit less flame shaped as they went on, didn't they? So I just put a bit more jiggliness in them. Technical term. If you decide this is actually a bit too much, and you don't want to wrestle cardboard, what you could do is to cut down your big piece of card into smaller pieces, and then you could cut lots of separate shapes out and staple them onto your hat. So that's easier to manage, particularly if you've got little hands. I've just read ahead. So it says you can cut holes in to let the light through and stick tissue paper behind and add shiny decorations to your hat. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to cut this in half. And now it's time to put the tissue paper behind the holes. Now you don't have to do this, it's just an extra way, and you will think of other things that you can do that I haven't thought of, both with the stuff you get in your bag but also things you've got around the house. So I've got these pieces now, so I'm going to actually go round and attach my headband on. There we go. These are fantastic for fastening to your hat. You can see already just from the way they're reacting with the light in the room here how wonderful they are for reflecting. Final stage, add the battery lights. These are sticky pads and they're fantastic. You can get them in art craft shops and pound shops quite often. I'm actually going to stick that on here. So I definitely want them to show through my tissue paper, so I'll need some going around the inside, and then I would like some to go on the top of here. Now I think I'm finished. I've turned off most of my lights and just left one on so that we can have a look at how it looks. Oh, I'm really pleased. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could put more lights around the side here. How does it look if I... Yeah. It's good. It makes a good noise as well. We can't be together for the Festival of Light this year, but if you make your hat and film yourself wearing it, maybe have a little family parade. It could be outside, it could be inside, it doesn't matter. It's just about capturing that spirit of togetherness and community and celebration that's so special about the Blackburn Festival of Light.